welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me massively to know whether this resonates with people, and if it does and you would like your own personalised reading, then please do get in touch. I try and get them out as soon as I possibly can, so you're likely to receive it within 24 hours if you do book in a reading. I also have 1 or 2 question readings as well, so they're a lot quicker. Usually within a couple of hours I can get those to you. So just drop me a line if you're interested in anything like that and you just need a little bit of guidance or help at this time. Now, this reading, I don't know where it's going, I don't know what it's going to be about, but there is something that I wanted to talk about that's sort of a personal thing, but also I do think it resonates with other people as well. So it's kind of about how we say we're okay when we're not, you know, when we kind of like, you get sort of somebody asking you how you are, things like that, and our response is usually quite generic of like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good, even if you're not. Why do we do that? So today is about really accessing the truth of how you're feeling. How are you really, truly? And why do we find it so difficult to just be truthful with other people? Maybe we feel that they don't really want to know, or maybe we feel like if we did tell them, then would we be overwhelmed with what they might bring to try and help you? Or I think for many, it's more about feeling like you're burdening somebody, or you know, you're kind of putting your own needs before somebody else. That can be a major one on there. So if that sounds like you, then this possibly is a reading for you. So we're going to get into it and see, first of all, what is this reading really about? Happiness. This one's come out quite a lot lately, so I do feel I'm talking to a collective here that kind of drops into bouts of feeling low, feeling down, maybe not really sure what you want, or how to be happy, or how to access that happiness. I'm going to say, look at this, I've managed to cross my legs today. It's getting better, it's getting easier. And wealth. Now this is what came out the other day as well. So I feel like somebody is trying to create a lifestyle for themselves where they're feeling content with everything. So what you're doing in career, what you're doing in your relationships, just what you're doing in your spare time as well. And I do feel somebody here is accessing like, what do I actually do in my spare time? And do I utilize that time, or am I wasting my time? I do get a sense of that feeling of like, am I wasting my time? So let's see what we have coming through from the tea cards, just to give us a picture. I wish they wouldn't roll away so far. I can't read. I'm gonna have to uncross my legs to reach it. Oh dear. And it just, you know, you ping it like a tiddlywink. If anybody knows what a tiddlywink is, if you weren't born in the 80s, you probably don't. Let's have a look. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So whatever it is you're doing at the moment, you might be perhaps allowing connections or friendships or things that perhaps you've outgrown, maybe just don't resonate with you anymore. You might be starting to feel like when you're hanging around with somebody or around particular people, it's just, you're feeling drained, or it's just not really resonating with you anymore. So it could be a time, you know, to really access and acknowledge, what do I want? And how do I want things to be, you know? And that's what I was saying before about when we just pretend sometimes how we're feeling for somebody else's purpose. Are you doing that in your life right now? Are you saying something because of the purpose of others? So we've got wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. So I do feel that you have a tie to somebody, and it could be to do with your wealth, actually. Perhaps you feel like you need to be around this person for a financial reason, but they're actually bringing you down. They're lowering your standards for a start, and you're not speaking truthfully. You're not really telling the truth of how you feel. So you might be saying something to them to please them, to appease them, when actually it's not really the truth of how you're feeling. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So if you're going through something right now, and that could be a physical journey, you know, you could be like me where you're kind of in rehabilitation stage, physically, mentally, emotionally. There's something that you've been through that I feel has left some scar tissue, whether that's mentally or physically. and you're starting to really feel that scar tissue now, and you're having to work with it, because you can't just get rid of that. You can't ever get rid of it, but you can learn to live with it. You can learn to accept that it's there and move through it. So elephants are amazing. I remember riding on an elephant in Thailand, and they're so careful how they tread. They look like they'd be a big clumsy oaf, but they aren't. They're really steady and careful. And I think that's what you need to be with yourself right now, is just really steady and careful. You know, make moves, but do them for you, nobody else, okay? Doing it for you. Well, I thought that was going to roll off again. Yeah, table. You have some hard work ahead, and I think some of this hard work, I'm just going to check what the other one is as well. Yeah, beware of greed. So there is an element of maybe wanting more. Perhaps a struggle to let go of something in your life that you know isn't really serving you anymore, but there's a fear of letting it go because you won't have it anymore. So the table here is kind of like suggesting, you know, put everything on the table, put absolutely everything you have on the table and go through it. What do I want to keep? What do I want to let go of? What do I need to deal with? And once you've done that, your mind is going to feel so much clearer. You're going to feel so much better for it. You're going to have this realization of like, actually, what is important in my life? Where can I put my energy? Because at the moment, your energy is kind of scattered around so many different things. It's like just spread a bit too thinly. Something rolled away. I saw it this time. Dogs, getting together with friends. These cards make me laugh so much because they always put friends as like dogs. And rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. There is somebody in your energy, and I feel like it's connected to that wedge. This person that's trying to drive a wedge here. I feel like they're a little bit cocky and they feel like they have a power over you. But are you going to allow them to have a power over you? Or are you going to recognise that that's what it is and you're going to set yourself free? Because you have some friends, you have people in your life that are loyal to you, that care about you, that have your best interests at heart. But then you've got somebody that you kind of hold on a bit of a pedestal here, I feel, that's quite cocky, arrogant. And there is a fear of crossing this person because of what they hold over you. But there's a truth coming, I feel, with that. And it's not going to be easy. I almost feel like that person is maybe their own boss or something. They think a lot of themselves. But they're actually kind of portraying an image of doing better than they actually are. I don't think they're actually doing as well as they're making out to you that they are. You're not really seeing the truth of that. But it's making you feel insecure in yourself that you should be doing more. Because they're doing more. Okay. There's been a misunderstanding in your life, and it's created a bit of a block or a bit of a wall with somebody here. I don't think it's the same person. I think this is something else. And you're struggling a little bit with this cracked cup, with dissatisfaction with life. You've really got, it's like there's two energies here. There's this boastful person, this kind of egotistical, whatever that is, that's got this hold over you, that's trying to drive a wedge, with friends that you have that actually do hold your best interests at heart. And you've got this wall in the middle, and you don't know where you want to be. It's almost like you're sat on the wall because you don't know which side of the fence you want to be or which side of the wall you want to be, okay? There's confusion with this. And it's purely because you don't know what to do. So let's have a look at this misunderstanding. What needs to happen with that? And it could be because of this person that's trying to drive a wedge in your life. You know, they're causing some issues here. So you've got the finger, not like that, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. And it's come out with family matters. So I do feel this situation that you're kind of allowing to take place in your life is going to cause you some major problems further down the line that's going to impact your family. You needed to hear that. You need to know that. This person feels like they have such a hold over you, and it doesn't feel healthy. It doesn't feel like, and it's to do with money, a lot of it. But it is, you know, it's keeping you in a lower vibration, and your spirit guides are trying to give you other avenues to pull you out of that. But because of this person trying to drive this wedge, it's creating misunderstandings, it's creating disharmony with your friendships, with people around you. Okay. But you are on the road to success. So we've got that mountain road. So it's almost like going from that wall. If you can overcome that misunderstanding, if you can move through it, then you're on the road to the summit. And once you reach that summit, as you know, if you've ever been on top of a mountain, it's so worth it. It's so worth the journey if you can get there. But you have to be determined. You have to honour yourself, be true to yourself. Don't keep pretending you're okay when you're not. Don't keep telling this person that you're happy with everything if you're not. Good. Okay, so if you can deal with this situation, with this person in your life, like raise your standards, tell them, I'm not happy with this. I see this for what it is, and I'm not going to have it anymore. It shows me here with your friendships that you are highly thought of. Somebody really, or, you know, people in your life, and I think you know who they are, they're generally loyal to you. You're highly thought of by them. So you're not going to be abandoned. You're not going to be left on the side. You're not going to lose everything by disassociation with this boastful person, okay? Tulip, we have great passion as well. So you've got some passion coming into your life. If that's what you've been looking for, if that's what you've been needing at this time to be honest about that. And wind chimes, peace and harmony. There is something about music with this. Something about music that really touches your heart. I do feel it kind of maybe makes you think about a person. Tulips might be significant as well. Maybe you've received tulips, or you're sending tulips to somebody, or somebody has them in their garden. The colour red as well is important. Now that can be connected to the root chakra, so it's kind of like getting to the root of problems, finding security, safety, and trusting yourself as well. Let's just get one more of these, and then we're going to move into what runes you have. But we're building up a picture here of, so you should know by now, if this resonates with you, you'll know who this person is. I just saw wishbone there. A wish will be granted. But you've got to be specific about what it is that you're wishing for. Okay? Can't be wishy-washy is what I've just got. Can't be wishy-washy with your wishes. Sorry, I'm like in a bit of a silly mood today. I keep going between like a bit of a docile mood and into a silly mood. We have harp, great happiness. Again, that music, something about music is driving you here, is kind of making you feel content. It's picking you up some. Maybe the songs that you're hearing are reminding you of something. They're bringing some kind of thought. Now we've got vulture here, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So yeah, there's a feeling of this person that's driving a wedge here. They're doing such a great job of it that it has affected some of your friendships, where you feel like people aren't resonating with you as much, or they're not on your page. But remember that bow, you are thought highly of. These people do love you and respect you and honour you. You haven't lost them, okay? But you do need to watch that depression and sort of like feeling of lowness. Where is it? That broken egg, that cracked egg, dissatisfaction with life, because this person is kind of keeping you in that space. It's keeping you lowered, and you're pretending that you're not. You're saying that you're not, but you know that you are, okay? So music is actually helping you to bring you out of that, and you're starting to realize that is what you're listening to is actually making you feel more positive. But then when you're not listening to it, you go back into this dynamic, this pattern, and you kind of forget it a little bit. So what is that all about? Now, let's just pick your runes first of all. So we're going to get your runes, see what your energy is within runes today. A new beginning is on the horizon for you. So this is about you raising your vibrations, being honest with yourself. You know, the Kano can sometimes have a hidden truth. It can be about a hidden truth. And truth can be hard, especially your own truth, to accept or to understand. But once we honour it and we open up to it, that's where the magic happens. That's where everything is sort of like, okay, I'm being honest with myself now. And when I'm honest with myself, I'm aligning myself with other honest people, other honest situations. So Bacano is quite special for you at the moment. It's like a cleansing process that you're going through that is opening you up to that truth that's hidden within you. There's a new beginning on the horizon, but you have to let go of the wedge, the rooster. Yeah, you have to take a gamble here. You have to trust that you're taking the right decision, that things will work out in your favour, that things will work out with divine timing. This is a message for you today. It is warning you that there is going to be a problem in the future if you continue down this path with this person, this arrogant person, this person that drives a wedge, this person that has a power over you for some reason. Yeah. So it's asking you, it's calling on you to have the courage and the bravery to take a risk here, take a chance. And Thorazaz is an energy of taking action. It's the one that comes out where it's like, I have to put this right. I have to do something right in my life. And it's about knowing when to take action and when not to take action. But usually when it comes out like this, it's about there is an action to be taken. And there will be battles, okay? During this transformation, during this transition, if you like, there is going to be some battles that you will have to overcome. But what they're asking you to do is to find your peace within those battles. Don't be reactive. Be proactive, okay? So any area that you can be proactive, remember that, pause, observe, and then respond. Not jump in with your opinion, with what you feel is right, okay? I'm going to get some tarot cards now just to look into this situation a little bit deeper. So the current situation with this person, because that seems to be, whoa, the overriding issue on this. Oh, the lovers fell out there. I'm going to put those all back though. What is the overriding situation with this person? With the wedge person? Let's see. I mean, the lovers did come out, so it could be that this is a partner, maybe somebody that you're with at the moment. Okay, wow, actually, that's interesting. So we've got the Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Now, I'm going to put them like this because, again, that wedge, right? There was a third party situation. So it's almost like maybe you were between two people here in this situation, but you regret that. You feel, so again, I feel like this is the wedge person, this person, the Queen of Wands. It's a very sort of seductive energy, someone that kind of like, and I've got like, it looks like she's got a flute there. It's making me think of like the Pied Piper. So it's almost like this person has led you away from something that was a friendship, that felt good to you, but it's kind of like pulled you away from it. They may have told you things about this friendship, or they may have poisoned you against this friendship or something. And I feel like you've come to realise that actually they weren't telling the truth. They were lying about this. They weren't actually being fully truthful. I'm getting this full story. I don't know where this is coming from. This person may have a cat as well. That might be significant. And yeah, they kind of just assume that you're always going to be there. They feel like they have you, like they own you almost. It's that kind of feeling. But on this other side, there's this softer energy that we got with the friends, getting together with friends. It's like there's a friendship around you that makes you feel lighter, makes you feel happier. But you've been cut off from that by this person because they want you all to themselves, is what it feels like. I almost feel like they wouldn't, if you wanted to go out with your friends or something like that, they'd question it. They wouldn't want you to do that, okay? But there is something going on currently with a female in your life where there's a bit of a bitter taste to it. Almost like communication is a little bit harsh, if you like. Or truthful, but to the point where it's like you cannot not be truthful in this particular situation. And if you aren't truthful, you're kind of getting a bit of a block or bitterness from this person. Yeah, it's you're feeling a little bit like the damage has been done, all is lost, and you've been kind of pushed out, or there's no way back, basically. I feel like this has been on your mind quite a lot. You've been worrying about this. It's almost like you don't know how to get out of this. You don't know how to get away from this. You want balance. You want a balance with giving and receiving, and you're feeling like this isn't that. But there's something in what you're not saying to this person that is keeping this going, okay? So there's something about that, being honest about how you feel. Okay, now we have the King of Wands. So I do feel that this energy is kind of like there is something intoxicating about it that keeps you there. But this is somebody that is deciding to stand in their own power and to be successful with that. So whether you're male or female here, it doesn't matter. It's more about you having that character, that charisma, that sort of confident energy to do what you feel is right, what you know is right for you, okay? So again, where we had that do not be tempted to lower your standards. You know what direction lowers your standards, what keeps you down. If you want to be a king or a queen, then you need to raise your standards, okay? But it's interesting that we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands in the same reading. So it's almost like there's an energy of you having a divine counterpart, of like coming together. And maybe that's what you thought with this person, is that they are my person, they are the right one for me. But there's all this energy of that driven a wedge and feeling controlled by them that isn't feeling very good. And what you want really is to be the King of Pentacles. Again, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You want stability. You want to feel safe. And I don't feel that you do with this person. And you've had kind of like a realization about that. It's something here is switching you on and bringing you new inspiration as to what it is that you're actually really looking to do, where you want to go. There's some new ideas coming in. You've been thinking a lot about what you're passionate about and what you really want in your life, how you really want things to be. So let's see what other information we have for you. Oh, great, yeah. Roll really far away, that's great. And these ones are oblong as well, so you'd think that they wouldn't roll so far. Two of Wands. Yeah, you've kind of already seen your future. You've already decided the direction that you're taking. Now you're in the position of you've got to bring that truth out and start making preparations for that future, for that move forward. We've got the Queen of Swords in here again. I feel like maybe there's a bit of a, you want to communicate, there's a particular female that you would like to have more communication with, but it's feeling like they aren't really telling you. Maybe that's it, maybe they're not telling you how they're feeling. and you know that there's something not quite right, but they aren't being honest about that. They're not telling you that. Yeah, you know what you want. You know that there's a wish fulfillment here. There's a desire for happy families and contentment within a relationship. But this is holding you back because there's that wedge there. This person has a hold over you for some reason. So that's it. This person has a hold over you. And that's why you've got this headache going on here, because you really want this wish fulfillment with this friendship. But when you actually, and you know that means you're going to need to tell the truth, because you know as soon as you step away from this person, they're going to go to this friend, I feel, and spill the beans, and then you're going to feel like, I didn't tell them that, and they're going to hate me for it. So it's almost like an energy of you needing to tell this. You need to tell the truth. The truth needs to be seen and shown. So why are you holding back on that? Why are you holding back on that? It feels like it's something to do with it, because it may announce that you stabbed the person in the back, something like that. Yeah, you're going to do this, but it's actually going to work out well for you. There's a conclusion that will come, but it's not going to be as bad as you think. It's actually going to be refreshing and take a whole load of burden off of your back, okay? Because at the moment you're really stuck. You're not really able to move in any direction. You're stuck in this. And it's that little bit of truth that's going to bring good news and conclusion to this. And I do feel that that Queen of Swords that we kept seeing, and the Three of Cups, and that, what was it, the dogs? They're going to respect you more for being open and honest and telling the truth about this, okay? And I do feel for some of you, if you really are in a situation that you're feeling trapped in and it's, you're feeling stuck, you can talk to me, okay? If you need somebody confidential to talk to, if you need some help in a particular situation, then please do not hesitate to get in touch. So what I'm going to say to you is drop an orange heart in the comments if you need help right now getting out of a situation, okay? Trust me, I will help you all that I can. So an orange heart if there is something going on with you that you feel you are trapped in, whether that's somebody has a hold over you on a financial level or an emotional level or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You can get out of it. It's not easy, but you can. Trust me. So let's see. What conclusion do we have for you on this? What conclusion do we have? Okay. If you were looking for love, well, you have a choice, basically, is what this is saying. You have a choice to stay stuck in this situation with this arrogant person, this cocky person that feels like they have a hold over you. But I do feel that this friendship that you've got going on, that you kind of got driven away from, it never went away. And even though this person isn't really jumping, trying to attract you or trying to do anything, they're just there. They're just there because they know that you're going through something and they don't want to presume or push. So if you keep saying, I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine, they can't help you. Whereas if you're like honest and say, well, actually, this is what's going on for me right now, then discreetly they can help you. And that's actually going to be the making of something beautiful between you, is what I can see from this. As the lovers, it can represent soulmates. And I do sense an energy of that with you and this person, actually. And maybe you needed to know that to be able to move out of this wedge, this person, this vulture, if you like, that is kind of holding you back, keeping you in a lower vibration. Really sense where the vibration feels higher, feels lighter, resonates with you more. Okay. But that, for a conclusion, I mean, you can't really get better than that, can you? So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. Remember, if you're going through something right now and you're feeling trapped, drop an orange heart and I will contact you straight away. If you would like to book a personalised reading, my details are down in the description box. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, it helps me massively. And I will speak to you all very soon. Have a blessed day.